It's equipped with a dog box and a strain gauge, so we want to test that here on the dyno. How you feeling?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, that's a feeling. Feel it in your chest.
Unbelievable, man. This thing's sick.
Oh.
All right, guys, so super important step that you need to take with any standalone is setting base ignition timing. So you want the ECU and the engine to actually match, right? So when the ECU demands 10 degrees, you want the engine to actually be at 10 degrees. You not only want that to be true at low engine speeds, but as you rev the engine, you want that also to be accurate and precise. What we're gonna go over is the trigger offset table and how to use that to get ignition timing correct over the entire RPM band. First thing you have to do is you have to have this enabled, right? This trigger offset table, this is gonna allow you to, at different RPM points, adjust your ignition timing accordingly. This is your trigger angle. So that's how you would set your base ignition timing, and then you set the timing drift at RPM, say at 3,000 RPM or 4,000 RPM with this table. So it's important that both these tables get dialed in. So like I said, the ECU and what it's demanding actually matches what the engine is producing. All right, so you brought me a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So yeah, you tuned a car for me, an Evo, probably what, 8 years ago or something like that?
One car?
One car.
We tuned more than one car.
To start,
yeah, okay.
That was one car.
Yeah.
And then we brought 3 more. It was a test.
Yeah. Okay, so you tested me on the first one. I passed the test. Perfect.
Yeah, I just kind of went through a lot of blowing stuff up over the years. And anyway,
with other tuners, not with us.
Other tuners, yeah. And you kind of turned that around for me. Actually, I figured you could tune this, and I reached out. I actually talked to Kristen. Kind of excited to try it out. So yeah, I don't know. Here we are. Yeah,
you're a good time customer of ours. We've done 3 or 4, maybe 5 cars of yours. Yeah. So you got this car here, and it's gorgeous. I mean, it's built really nicely. You do fabrication for
Fabrication Performance.
What's the name of your shop? Fabrication Performance.
Fabrication Performance out of South Dakota.
Yeah, and I mean, everything looks awesome. Everything from the exhaust system to, you know, the turbo kit, the piping, the intake, the intercooler piping. It looks great.
Well, I appreciate that. That's kind words. Yeah.
What are your goals? What are we trying to do?
So I made 745 on my Evo before. We just got to beat that.
So your Evo on this dyno before?
Yeah, made 745.
Okay.
Which went 980s at 149 mile an hour.
Okay.
3,000 pound car.
Okay.
This is a 2,600 pound car. So if we make anything more than that, we're going eights.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know.
Nice. Yeah, so why not? Why not?
That's the goal.
Cool. All right, well, let's get started.
So, awesome. Let's do it.
So we just finished up a 32 pounds of boost pull. And wow. 740. Unbelievable. This thing makes power all the way to 10,000 RPM, maybe more. Pulled the plugs, we're checking those out. Get a good idea of where the tune's at. See the timing mark on the ground strap. Throw some new plugs in it, and we're gonna keep going.
What's up, Dad?
Hey, Bud, what's going on?
Yep, I have a question for you.
Sure, what's up?
How much boost is this running?
Just now? That's a good question. I like that. That last pull was, I believe, 35 pounds of boost, and it made 780 horsepower. How does it sound?
Cool.
Yeah, it does sound really good. I like how high we get to rev it. 10,000 RPM.
10,000?
Yep.
That's crazy.
You're coming in for a pull, man. Come on.
Oh,
Let's go.
Here we go. I'm over here sick.
Good, so we just finished up tuning, made 825. Wow. Unbelievable power out of this thing, it's incredible, 10,000 RPM. Anyway, it's equipped with a dog box and a strain gauge, so we want to test that here on the dyno, so we brought power down a little bit. And I'm gonna do a 3 to 4 shift using the strain gauge, so no clutch, no lift on the throttle. Sweet. So we just finished with your sleeper. This thing is one hell of a sleeper, man.
That's Dorothy right there. That's what that is.
Is that your name for her?
No, yeah, for her. Because like a Dorothy would drive something like this.
You're right. It absolutely would. And then you come over here and you see the dyno sheet and it's shocking. What do you think?
Well, I didn't expect any of that. Obviously, it's a 1.8 liter.
Yeah, but it's got a next gen 6870.
Yep. With
Loving it.
RTEC manifold that could fit into your hands.
Yeah, it's nice stuff. Every time we use the RTEC stuff, it really impresses. So ended up making 825 wheel horsepower.
And honestly, could make more, but I think I'm good. I really think I'm good.
Yeah, you called it off at 825.
Yeah, we're good.
All right,
just
sounds
gonna wrap
good.
it up, I think, for the most part. Now
Awesome.
I think we need to go do a street pull.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll record it too.
Awesome.
What are we doing, Devin?
I don't know. You tell me. Why am I getting in this side?
I don't know. I think you're. We're gonna do a dyno pull, real street.
Okay.
Okay, I'll grab the laptop. All right, let's go. That's insane.
Wow. How you feeling?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, that's a feeling. Feel it in your chest.
Unbelievable,
The
man. This
shift-
thing's sick.
Oh, dude. Yeah, and you can't even tell that's a pretty normal car.
No, it's a sleeper. If there is a definition of a sleeper, it's this thing right here.
We got to give a shout out to Haltech. That is an incredible manifold. They actually prototype. We're kind of testing at all the different boost levels. Wow, fantastic. Small, but dude, it's a killer.
So that's not something they offer right now?
They do, but when I got it, this was one of the first ones. No one's taken it to this power level.
The way they engineer the Haltech stuff is pretty incredible.
It's amazing. It's super compact, light, and it performs. I mean, wait, 825 wheel horsepower on the Mustang Dyno at 40 pounds of boost. That's incredible.
I would agree. We saw a lot of their stuff at PRI, and it's really well engineered.
Yeah.